Greetings and salutations, universe. This is Creeta, and this, oh my face is so big. This is Feed the Beast Interactions. Woo! I'm very fast. Look at me, I'm going super fast. In between episodes, as always, I've been just kind of trying to upgrade the base. Continue the transition to ME, and for the most part, I think I've managed to transfer over the pink room, and also the big jarring mess up here. I still probably need to make rubber, which is why the rubber chicken is sitting here. He doesn't have a purpose yet, and that's to remind me. But we have ethylene production, polyethylene. We have ethylene, and up here we have ethanol being produced up here. Similar system, we have honey being produced. That's being turned into biomass. The biomass is being turned into ethanol. The ethanol is being turned into polyethylene with a plastic-enriched egg. Beautiful. Squeeze it in here. Once we have those pipes filled, it's just going to make this room really cool, I think. Having all these pipes sort of just going which way and ever. This one, super simple, is sulfur and water makes sulfuric acid. And this guy even has a whole bunch of recipes plugged into him, of which I think we're missing one. Which is why I separated that. So let's take a look at what one I really need. It's not that one. I swear there was a board that we really need. Epoxy? Multi-layered? Huh. Well, I'll figure it out. There's probably a missing board in here, and the system will let me know, and I'll put it in. This area, I like the shower. I really like being able to do that and have a green shower pour down on us, so I do still enjoy that. And then I'm wirelessly pumping steam everywhere. Like, all of these are done with wireless steam now, and this guy's wireless steam, even though he's HV, we made an HV one. It should be fine. Shouldn't have an issue with that. Probably. I don't know. Yeah, pretty nifty. I'm actually going to turn off overclocking on him. He doesn't need to use up too much steam, otherwise we might actually have an issue. Yeah, things are improving. So let's take a look at what we did last episode. We produced some uranium. We made some uranium. I believe it was 238. There it is. So we have to figure out the process to turn this into, well, we really need a tiny bit of plutonium to make a Radon Chicken, is what I think we need. Let's take a look. Infusion Crafting, Radon Chicken, Mana Pearl, Nebulous Heart, Pristine Enderman. Oh, we have that. Perfect. And tiny pile of plutonium. What else can I make with a Nebulous Heart? That could be interesting. Is there something fantastically amazing I can make with this? Enderman Charm Fragment? Huh. Might be able to make Enderman Charms when we go to if we fight the Enderman. That could be, or the Ender Dragon. That could be fantastic. But the main thing we need to do is just centrifuge this up in an HV or better centrifuge. Did I make one? Centrifuge. Click, and in here we have LV and HV. So we have the option of making an HV one. Do we want to do HV, or do we want to try a molecular disassembler, right? This guy, I think, is the version of 8 EV for this molecular separator right here. Yeah, I think I'll give that a crack. And because I'm not too excited about making one in the network here, we're gonna set this to that. Mostly I just want to try this out and give it a whack. So toss you in this fella up here, and let's try making it. Molecular separator. See? Oh, we have all the stuff. That's so cool. I like that a lot. So everything is moving and shaking, right? We're making nanoprocessors for the nanoprocessor arrays. And that, we're definitely going to speed you up. Zoom, 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 boom. Please and thank you. And there's the nano processors. It's making another nano processor assembly. Beautiful things. Oh, I think it just crafted. Beautiful. So instead of going with the HV, we're going to go with the molecular separator purely because in the centrifuge, they get extra for each tier, you see? And this makes it almost like, what, 33, I don't know, a bit better in any case. So we now need to just find a pipe for this, and I think we'll go with down here as a temporary solution. We're going to put our molecular separator, slap her on down right there, and toss in our uranium. I was experiencing some issues with power, and our system is still recharging. Is that oh, that is HV. Yeah, so our system is mostly recharged. I ran out of lithium in our LP system, so I just needed to give it more tiny bits of lithium to make the infused nitrodiesel. A little bit scary, but we have recovered very well. Still has glowstone and lithium, that's the main ingredients, and I did feed it some more acetone, so we're definitely good on ethanol. Let's take a look at this guy and see what we can do. It'd be really nice if we had like a EV voltage battery. Battery? Maybe it's a crystal. Is there a crystal at Greg Tech? Ah, Lapatron Crystal. While we're waiting for this guy to process, let's take a look at that. Is this just not making anything? No, it's just a percentage chance. Okay. So, Lapatron Crystal. I understand that some of these are slightly different, and some are not built the same. Ooh. This one has 1 million, it looks like, and these are 4 million, and that's 10 million EU. Oh my. Ooh, what's this one? Oh, that's a nice and easy recipe right there. Uh-huh. Sapphires, and that's a lazurite. That's a lapis rod. Lapis rod is pretty easy. Ooh, oh yeah. Yeah, Soul Delight, exquisite sapphires. Do we have any of those? Let's take a look. Sapphire? Oh, I might have been making those intentionally for the Lapatron Crystal. Someone told me they were important. So let's make a recipe for that. So Lapatron Crystal, do we have a recipe for capacitors? We don't. So we do need a recipe. Ah! We need a recipe for that. So capacitor, and that is just a very simple recipe, it looks like. So switch it back to processing. Before we do, I want to make sure that is on or dictionary substitute. Sometimes that sneakily changes back on me, and I'm not a fan of that at all. Capacitor, where am I going to stick you? Probably with my glass guy. Glass is sort of where I put the extra things that don't need a whole lot of stuff in them. And then a lapis rod is pretty simple. Lathe, beautiful. I know you guys have seen me make some recipes, but sometimes I like having you guys be part of the process. It's just, to me, it's a nice thing. And up here goes that. So let's try making the crystal. Beautiful. 1. Let's make 2. Start. Let's see if that works. Oh, that was very fast. Sweet. So now we have that. Let's jump down here and see if we can hook this guy into our machine and have him charge. The fact that I'm not seeing any dusts here is slightly concerning. We should have seen at least some 235. Getting a little bit worried about that. It's a 20% chance plus 3.5 per tier, and that should have been easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I don't know what is going on here. While we wait for the uranium, I want to look at liquid nightmares. This stuff has quite a few purposes. For example, much easier infinity reagent if we have it in abundance. Well, it's actually it's a little tiny bit of it. That's not terrible. But I wouldn't have to rely on starlight crafting for it. I could always bulk craft this, but ultimately we want to have it be coming out of a mixer. Speaking of mixer, we definitely want to get a bloody chicken just to complete our collection. we can make tormented enderman heads, which are useful for pretty much just an aversion obelisk, and eventually maybe if we make a dark steel armor, that's useful for that, so not critical. Fluid solidifier, we can make infinity dust, which has all sorts of recipes. And in a blast furnace, it's going to be critical to make void metal ingots and maybe even this corrupted elven stuff. I have no idea what that stuff is, but mostly just the void metal. So I'm keeping an eye out for liquid nightmares. It's going to be important, and I want to test a few things. So it's in a light well is how we make it. I don't think there's another way. Let's see what we have for light well. How do we make a light well again? That's been a long time since I made one of those things. Light well. Ugh. Okay. So I might acquisition a light well from up here unless we have extras, but I doubt we do. Oh, we do. Beautiful. That makes my life easy. Let's jump back down and let's see. What do we have as far as the ways to make this? We can either use Grains of Infinity, which I think is automatable, and Drops of Evil, which is from Wither Skeletons. I looked at the way to automate the... Or I think I know roughly the way, which is basically you have to be constantly spawning stuff with the Grains of Infinity, and we need to kill them, and then sometimes there's primed TNT that spawn during this fog. So there's a whole bunch of stuff we have to deal with to automate Grains of Infinity. It'd be nice if I don't have to do that. So I'm I'm hoping that Drops of Evil will just produce an absolutely bonkers amount of this stuff. So let's see. How do I do this? I just place it and connect this crystal to it. Maybe that's how. Linking wand. I think it was a linking wand. Linking tool. Perfect. Right click, selected prime lens, and there, light well. Let's try that out and see how much stuff of the darkness that makes, right? Because we need buckets of this, buckets and buckets. The thing I'm eyeballing the most right now is I need 10,000 liquid nightmare millibuckets, so 10 buckets effectively, to make bloody chicken. That is kind of on my awareness, in my scope right now, and so far that's not looking terrible. Not atrocious. I could kill withers for that, especially if I don't need a ton of it. But we do need a ton of it. That's the issue. So it needs to be automatable. All right. Let's take a look at how our uranium is doing while we've been talking. Oh, can I make it? Oh, perfect. Yay, we got a plutonium. Fantastic. So with the plutonium, we need to go to Infusion Crafting with a whole bunch of stuff, Mana Pearl and Nebulous Heart. The Nebulous Heart might be as simple as grabbing an Enderman matter thingamabobber and tossing that in Infuser. If it has nothing, like unstable mana and experience, it should be able to just make Nebulous Heart. Unless I already made some on accident. No, doesn't look like it. So let's make sure this doesn't have unstable stuff. Perfect. And we'll just put this in manually. That's no big deal. And make sure it's processing. Progress. Perfect. Nebulous Heart, please. And thank you. Perfect. I only need a little bit of it. And mana pearls, etc. See you at the infusion. And here we are. Plutonium, 2 mana pearls, and a Nebulous Heart. I even made the stabilizers that should guarantee the success of this infusion. Reviewing the notes, I believe we have... Let's see. We got to make sure we have everything we need. Radon Chicken. So, 64 Potentius, 32 Volatus, 16 of the Fist, which is, I think, like gold, and 16 Alienus. So let's just say 64 of everything. Close enough. Perfect. Volatus. Oh, there's the Potentia. Perfect. And there's 32 of that one. All right, well, maybe not quite assume the 64, but it's close enough. I think we're ready to go, right? 32, yeah, easy. Oh, alienus, lots of alienus. So, put the chicken down. And, oh, we need the glove. The glove of awesomeness. Where is it? Can you find the glove before I can find the glove? Probably. I'm blind as a bat right now. Did I put it away? No. Glove. No. And it's gotta be here. Do-do-do. No, it's not the... Is it the gauntlet? I know it's here. What? Did I put it away? Oh, there it is. Blind as a bat, I tell you. Even when it's highlighted, can't see it. So let's see what we're looking at. Very stable, and it has begun. Wobbly 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 wobbly. Let's see, how are you doing? So the way that I understand these stabilizers is that it runs sort of like a semi-redstone conduit. These redstone inlays can carry a signal, 15, and if there's any issue with warp, it'll get caught by one of the stabilizers as long as it's within 15 of any of the like 15 along the line, and these pedestals can also act as one. Perfect. We didn't have any issues, and I don't think we saw any warp. The stabilizers look okay, so hopefully that's the case. Here is our fantastic Radon Chicken. Amazing. I like it a lot. Why did that not complete any quest? Oh, see? I'm going to hold on to this chicken so I don't have to make it twice. What is the dependencies? Rate on me. Oh, we have to make an actual thing first. Okay, so that's why we're going to hold on to that chicken. Probably. I'll try really hard to remember that. While we have this chicken, we might as well make another one. Up on high, we have plenty of this liquid nightmare. It turns out that those little droplets, those eyes of... Ooh, and that's not even using these. I was hoping this had. Let's see. What can we do about that? Uh-oh, no, those are valuable. Come back. Did I catch them? I did. Haha. Can't run away from me. Into the water. And back up. Yes. Drops of evil are amazing in this light well. How do I get it in there? It seems over here I piped it in the bottom. So perhaps I just... If I place it here, and then a item conduit, like a soap, maybe I can convince this very gently. Shift, click. Up, you're going to be insert, and shift, click. East is going to be extract. Let's see if maybe now we can... Aha! There we go. Now it's in there. I've already taken out the 10 buckets we need for the next part of this journey. So we're going to first turn these this weak blood shard and the demon will. We're going to turn it into, I think, like a strong demon thingamabobber. And it's going to be done in here. There we go. Ooh, that takes quite some time. Look at the amount of time. It needed to be done in a a life essence mixer. So that is excellent. Now I just need to accelerate it. Zoom, 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 zoom. That battery is plenty. A demon blood shard. Brilliant. Very excellent. Next, we take it over with an infinity reagent and the smart chicken. Toss that in here. Look how prepared I am. Everyone should be proud. And this one has a battery as well. So, of course, zoom, 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 da-doom. Bloody chicken. Ha-ha! 2 chickens. Rapid succession. I'm not entirely too sure if the bloody chicken will be useful. We have a blood apple, which we can fluid extract for life essence. So an alternate version of that, it basically turns energy into life essence, just like we have up here with the digital mob agonizer. But it might be just a nice little alternative. And as always, the chicken is more than welcome. Was there anything else that this chicken can do? You can just eat it, I think, right? So we're going to breed them together because, well, we want little ones of the other one, right? So we're going to get some seeds and get them started. We need a combo of either one of them. So I'm happy no matter which one pops out here, and hopefully I get one of each. Excellent. Not as lucky as I could have been, but still pretty fantastic. I am more than okay with getting 2 Radon Chickens so that I can get them started on their journey. As always, I like putting in 6 seeds. It's my favorite number for these fantastic breeders. Man, I just really want another chicken. So in between episodes, I'm probably going to get this little fella set up. It's really quite simple how he operates. The Radon Chicken stuff, we just chemical reactor that, and out comes radon. And then the radon, most of it is probably going to go into a chemical bath. We might eventually use it for a fusion reactor, but for starters, we're going to do a chemical bath. Nether Star, Eye of Ender, become improved Nether Star and improved Eye of Ender Eye. Eye of Ender? Improved Eye of Ender. It should just say that, considering this is this one's name. And there's our bloody chicken. Haha, I know I'm lucky. Perfect. We're saving this Radon Chicken. Very important. As for this bloody one, I guess you can start the process and we'll put him up there to follow. Yes. And I already have a spot for that Radon Chicken selected. We are improving every room as we speak. This one has been improved with destabilized redstone and energized glowstone being transported via node. I love these nodes. They are a little bit overpowered, unfortunately. Now, about that chicken. We're going to be putting him probably up here somewhere. Maybe just up there, kind of neighboring that guy. And then we're going to use a conveyor and just bring it down into this chemical reactor where we will store a ton of it in this portable resonant tank. And then it'll go up to our sort of processing floor where everything, I'm trying to have all our main crafts be done up here, right? And we're probably going to do it in this chemical bath. In fact, we can get ready for that by having a GPS marker. I love these things. They are a little bit overpowered though. We just go on down here, and put it in the node. So we're just waiting on the chicken. In fact, I can even give it a spot ahead of time. Though I should have the conveyor first. Conveyor! There we go. Conveyor? Yeah, LV1 will do fine. Just plonk it on down there. Conveyors are surprisingly amazing. I did not realize how good they are. You can have them be set to a limitation, so they only allow certain amounts in. This one brings in 8 every second. We're going to do import. There we go. And oh, they're so good. They are fantastic. And then we have the chicken coop. Perfect. Fluid output. Yep, all we're waiting for is the chicken. It even has power. I like it a lot. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Speaking of progression, this room is also automated. We have a line hiding back here. Oh, there. We have a line. Did that just change the floor? I don't know. It looked funny for a moment. We now have an Emmy interface, which gets items from this vacuum freezer, and we even have a satellite bus, so that up on the main floor, we can have a crafting manager, which is completely distant from it, and this guy, we can have all our hot recipes. So we take a hot ingot and we cool it in the freezer down there, and the pipes don't take any time at all. Perfect. And then we can make quite a lot of the other things in nice little places like this smelter. We can do mixing. This base is just turning out so wonderfully. And like I said at the beginning of the episode, even the pink room has been developing. What is going on with it though? Does it take a long time to fill? Oh, it does, right? Polyethylene is finally filled up. Now we're catching up on ethanol. And once we do, we'll have a nice like another orange pipe to match all these. Oh, I love how this room is turning out. It is gorgeous, even sulfuric acid with a fantastic board thing right there. What else have we done? We've improved the blast furnace. We have, you know, wireless access points throughout the base. It is improving massively. I think the next big hurdle for me is to take the packagers and ore processing, and then pretty much everything will be taken care of. We'll be able to finally kind of remove the LP system from all this, but it is a process to get there. I'm trying to decide what to do about the amazing and wonderful Infused Nitrodiesel. This is a quandary, right? We are using it more and more, and, well, I actually did run out. So we need to make sure we have lithium and glowstone in there. A lot easier once we hook this up with ME. The only issue is I don't know where to put it. I don't necessarily want it in this room. So maybe I'll put it in here. This is sort of a power... Oh, no. This is quite firmly for epoxy production, which is... Look how much epoxy resin that is. Yeah, and I need to automate the bringing in of the sodium hydroxide, which is mostly made right here. So I just need to bring in sodium and turn it into the dust for this guy. But yeah, this room is looking pretty fantastic. I like it. Yeah, this is perfect. Look how much stuff we have. Brilliant. All right. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to call it there. This little tiny Creeta needs some time to prep for the next episode. And I hope that you guys get some rest as well. I hope you're having a lot of fun, and bye-bye! Bye-bye! Bye! Look how tiny I am. Hee This shrinking thing is actually catching on to me. I like it. I might keep it forever. Hee